All right, so welcome everyone to the live Facebook reading of Frank the Seven-Legged Spider. This is my lovely assistant, Sharon. Say hello. So, put the book down for a second.
No, holding the book so you can see what the colour is.
So, the story behind this book is as follows. Back in 2010 to 2012, I worked at Alcoa as an IT support person, professional. And every day there was this spider in the corner of a bathroom window. And I've always been terrified of spiders. And Sharon just could not kill this spider. Many attempts, she just could not kill the spider. And I just thought, oh, well, I'm going to have to get used to this thing. So eventually I plucked up the courage to give him a name. So I called him Frank. And I would wake up and I would have a shower and I'd get out the shower and there'd be my mate Frank. And I'd go, hello, Frank, good morning. Or I'd look over and I'd say, hey, Frank. And he'd be like having a fly. I'd be, morning, Frank. And I was getting over my fear. And then one day I was over at my mum's and I was telling my mum all about how I was, overcoming my fear of spiders. And I was telling her about my friend Frank, the spider. And as I was telling her about my friend Frank, Sharon pops up and says, oh, Frank, the spider, I killed him. And I'm like, oh, no, not Frank. Frank, long live Frank. So one day, I don't know why I did this, but the other day we were having a yarn about it. And I said, oh, do you remember Frank, Sharon? She says, yeah. And for some stupid reason, I don't know why I did it, I Googled Frank the spider. And lo and behold, what comes up was Frank, the seven-legged spider. And much to my surprise, it's actually a story about a spider who loses his leg and discovers something pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to get right into it. So this is Frank, the seven-legged spider. Yeah, I didn't focus. Okay, so. Listen. So Frank likes being a spider. He likes making beautiful webs. You got to put up to the camera, Tom. Closer. See? So Frank likes being a spider. He likes making beautiful webs. Right. And then we go to the next page. And it says, he likes scaring silly humans. But most of all, he really likes having 8 legs. 8 beautiful, glorious legs. Legs that wiggle, and jump and scurry around. Everything was going great until he woke up missing a leg. Oh no. So his friends look rather perplexed and they says, where did it go? Did he have it when he went to bed? I barely recognize him. Are you still a spider, Frank? No. Frank, he thinks to himself, is he still a spider? Frank doesn't know. Well, that settles it. He has to find his leg. Of course, moving around with a little bit of leg takes a bit of practice. And there's poor Frank wandering around, going around in circles. Poor Frank. And he's trying to walk and he's trying to go straight. But Frank gets the hang of it. And he goes out to search for his missing leg. Oh, is Frank's leg here?
On the handlebars.
Up on this strange tree, which is the bicycle. No, that's my leg.
Not my leg.
No, that's not my leg. Thank you, Sharon. This is why you have an assistant. Is it here, underneath this squishy rock? No, that's not my leg. Is it here, in this dark walled cave?
It's in the man's nose.
It's not in the man's nose, but Frank thinks it's a cave. No, That's not my leg. That's actually a sticky bit of ducky snot. Okay. So Frank searches everywhere and still can't find his leg. Poor Frank. See, you're looking a bit sad then. You're looking everywhere. Ick. He's even scared a couple of people on his way through. What is he now? He doesn't know. Poor Frank. Look, he doesn't know who he is anymore.
He's sad.
He's sad. Okay. So, howdy, says the ants. Hello, how you doing? Frank says, not good. I lost the leg. And then the ants say, oh, that's too bad. Hey, he has 7 legs. Lucky. And so he says, Frank says, I'm a spider. I'm supposed to have 8 legs. So our friend Nancy lost an antenna and she became a queen. Really? So sometimes when we lose something, we gain something special in its place. I suppose I can still make beautiful webs, says Frank. Look, the amazing little webs he's making with the incredible designs. Check that out.
All on the ants.
And he does it on the ants. Oh, good point. I never saw that before. This is why you have an assistant, everyone. Does it come off? Oh, I'm scared. And I can wiggle his legs. And I can jump and scurry around. That must mean I'm still a spider. Hey, do you want to see something funny? So here he is back to being a spider, scaring people. And the moral of the story is, even when something goes wrong in your life, or even if something physically changes in your life, or even if life disrupts you, or even if things happen not quite the way you thought they should happen.
He's made a spider out of the web.
Things can still work out, as they did for the spider, the Frank.
He's made a
I
spider.
mean, Frank the spider.
He made the spider out of the web.
Who made the spider out of the web?
That's it. He made the spider out of the web. See, he's on there. And he's made himself in the web.
See, he's even made himself even cleverer. Good on you, Frank.
That's the end of the story.
And that's the end of the story. So, where are you going? I thought it would be good to do something fun, light-hearted, and that has a good message. Frank, the 7-legged spider. I just thought it would be good to do something fun and, you know, lift up spirits a little bit. I hope everyone is, you know, adjusting to life, living at home every day, okay? If anyone's listening to me or watching this video, if you live in Mandurah or if you live locally, I think if anyone knows us personally, just give us a call. We'd love to help. We want to be a blessing. We want to support people. There's people out there who are doing it really tough, who don't have, you know, don't have jobs anymore. And, you know, I know the government's helping us out a lot and I appreciate that. But if you need anything, just let us know. So I say good night. Frank says good night. And my assistant says good night. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't record it.
Are you kidding?